Hey folks, Monster's part has finally arrived. This is the $1,100 rear end slash motor slash brake that I've been waiting for so long. Oh, what, 7 months now? I finally get to replace it. It was kind of poorly packaged. It was just kind of thrown into a box, and the end of one of the axles was sticking out the side. I was a little bit worried about it. Didn't want the splines to be damaged, but I looked them over and it's all good. Everything's fine. It survived the trip. The problem is not a nice day to actually do anything with it. So I gotta wait for a couple days. The temperature would kind of warm up a little bit, but it's sunny, and that's the main thing, because there isn't really room in the garage right now to work on it, so I kind of have to be sitting in the doorway, and I couldn't do that with the snow. So nice day today, nice sun shining on me, so I'm all good to go. I'm all anxious to get this thing underway and get it all repaired and start to use it again finally. Well, that was a whole lot more difficult than it needed to be. There's 2 bolts at each end holding the transaxle in place, and I started unscrewing one of the bolts and nothing was happening. I discovered there's nuts on the other side, and no other bolt on this machine has a nut, so I wasn't expecting that. So once I figured that out, I was able to get the nuts off, and even then the bolts were tight all the way out, which makes it really, really exhausting, to get them to cooperate. Plus, aside from that, there's 2 bolts on each end that come in from the top and bottom, and they look like alignment pins. It's the only purpose they look like they have, but it's pointless because when the 2 bolts go through, it doesn't move anyway, so what these other 2 bolts are for, I have no idea. But got it out, and in retrospect, it probably would have been a whole lot easier if I'd taken the wheels off first. But of course, that's how I operate. Do what I need to do and then realize my mistakes later. So, step 1's complete. Got the old one off. I gotta fix my flat tire at this point before I put everything back together and start reassembling. And well, that covers it. I got the new Transaxle in, flat tires repaired, and I just gotta finish putting it on. And then I have to feed the wires up inside and take that big heavy seat off again, and open it up and hook up the brake and the motor to the controller, and it's all ready for a test drive. So I'm not going to bother putting the fender on right now. As you can imagine, I'm completely exhausted after doing this, totally worn out. So I'm just going to wait for probably some nicer weather or whatever. There's a few other things I'd like to do, but they can all wait. Right now I just want to get it working so I can drive it. So that's my goal. So I'm going to take it out and go down to Timmy's, grab myself a coffee, and see how it's running. So, all is good, all is working. I noticed it's a little bit slower. I was getting 17 kilometers per hour instead of the normal 21, but I'm thinking it might be just because it's cold and it's been sitting a while. I don't know, maybe the grease in the rear end's thicker and it's kind of adding some resistance, I don't know. But I'm happy. 17 kilometers per hour is still nice and fast for me. And there are no issues whatsoever. The motor seems to be a little bit quieter. And one thing I did notice as soon as I got it is the actual motor itself is smaller than the motor that the Monster had originally. It's the same length, it sticks out just as far, but the diameter is about 2/3 the size of the previous motor. It's still marked as 900 watts, it's the same wattage as the old one. So that kind of worries me a little bit. So I think that when I start doing exploring in Wingham, I'm going to be a little more careful with it. I'm going to kind of pamper it a little bit, I guess. I'm not going to go full throttle up hills. Just kind of do what I can do to prevent the motor from going again. So for now, I'm happy. Monster's running. Still got some work to do, but I can use it. So let the fun begin.